Just talk through, you've been here for about 5 months now, 6 months. Just talk through your time at TCU, what you learned about the program, and how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, we're feeling really good. As you said, new to the area, newish now. I'm getting used to it. I love it here, especially being a guy from the Northwest. I think it was snowing back home yesterday, and of course we get 85 and sunny here. So I'm doing really well. Love it here. Love the guys. Love the team. We're a really close group of guys. I think that's the biggest thing. Is developing a culture within the team. I think we're doing a fantastic job of that. We're making sure we get our jobs done on the field, and we're making sure we hang out with each other off the field and doing all the fun stuff.
Is this what you expected it to be? Just the environment here, and
Yeah, a little bit. I played here last year. We had a midweek here, and that kind of not sold me, but I remember the experience from last year, and it was a midweek in I think like February, and the stadium was packed, the energy was here. Instantly, I was like, this is a really cool place.
What's it been like transitioning from a conference like the Pac-12, or I guess maybe like sort of independent last year, but to the Big 12, maybe a conference more known for baseball, a lot of really high caliber talent?
Yeah.
What's that been?
I mean, I haven't played in a game yet. I would love to answer that question for you, maybe in a couple weeks. But, it's baseball. It's whether you're playing in the Big 12, the SEC, the Pac-12, or, the other conferences. It's baseball. Like, you got to show up, do what you do every day. You can't take anyone for granted. And it's just being able to do the little things correctly and not get bored with the little things. I think that's a big thing. People get bored of, hey, we're doing the same thing, we're practicing the same thing over and over again. It's what's important, whether you're facing a SEC team or a Big 12 team or a Pac-12 team, it really depends. Like I said, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It's baseball. Anyone can beat anyone on any given day. I think that's the best part about baseball is that you can football or other sports. There's some teams where you kind of know into it. You're like, hey, someone's got a really good chance in this game, but baseball's not like that. Anyone can have a good day. So it's just showing up ready and doing your thing.
You've got experience a couple different spots in the infield. I've seen you working at first base even this fall. Just talk about what the coaching staff has talked to you about positions and what the competition is like in the infield right now.
Yeah, I think we're doing a great job in the infield. Wherever they need me, I've grown up playing all positions. When I was younger, I played left field. I mean, I played short, third, second, and now first. So it's kind of wherever they need me. I'm cool with all of them. I'm making sure I learn all positions because anything can happen during the season. So being able to know all the different spots in the infield and being able to help out where I can, I think is a really important thing.
What's the biggest message been from Coach Mo since you've gotten here?
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Knowing Coach Mo, there's a lot of them. Kind of like I said earlier, do the little things right. Don't get bored with it, and we make sure we have a fun time out here all the time. Sometimes it'll look like we're just going through things, but just know we're out there, we're having a good time. So we're going to celebrate often, we're going to celebrate each other, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it.
Have you made any adjustments to your swing in the fall with Coach Mo since coming in here?
Yeah, we work on stuff all the time. I mean, I think he's in there right now working with guys. So, I mean, it's an everyday thing. You're going to feel something new every single day, and it's just trying to get back to consistency and what are you feeling yesterday compared to today, and can you talk that out with Coach Mo, and whether it's with Mo or the other guys, there's a lot of benefit of talking with guys on the team just because they're doing it with you. They're out here, they're getting their swings in every day. So if hey, you see something or I see something, hey, how can we manage that together, and what can I do to help you? And I know they're gonna be helping me when I need it.
You've probably got one of the best perspectives of what this pitching staff has going for it after going against them all fall and spring.
Yeah.
What's your evaluation of them so far?
They're good. I'm tired of facing these guys, dude. They're really good. They do an excellent job. They fill up the zone. They make it tough for us to run. It's sometimes it feels like you're like, man, I just need to make contact with the ball today. They're doing a phenomenal job. I think the freshmen have been unreal. I've never been around a freshman group like this. And I think that's a representative of the seniors and the older guys that, show them the way, because, someone has to lead by example, but when everyone leads by example, I think that's when you get something special.
What's the mood like with, the opening day here in a week?
Yeah, no, we're excited. We're really excited. Going over to San Diego, I know a lot of guys haven't even been over to California or something like that, but being from the west side, I'm excited. I got a bunch of family coming. That's kind of like the closest game for all of them, so I'm sure I'll have a bunch of them there, but we're just excited to get out and play someone else, really.
I know the message is typically one game at a time, one day at a time, that kind of thing, but when you guys get together and you're talking about the expectations you have for this season, where's the conversation go?
Our core values. Usually every time it's selfless, excellence, and energy. If you can bring all those every day, if you can be selfless and you can, pick up other guys and, make sure you're doing the right thing. Excellence is doing the right thing all the time and then bringing energy to the field, It's pretty easy to have energy on a day like this when, it's nice and it's sunny, but, we're not going to have those days. We might, I don't know what the weather's like up north or around. I haven't been over there, but we might have a game where the weather's not great, and you got to have energy, and you got to bring it every day. And I think this group does a really good job of that. The team camaraderie is definitely there, but just having energy.
Feeling really good. Obviously, I wasn't expecting to miss the fall, but the rehab process was good. It was long, but I was able to get myself back in shape and stronger and really take the fall in a different perspective, not being out there. Obviously, it was a challenge, but I was able to, learn the game in a different perspective, kind of see the game in more of a coach's standpoint this fall, and that kind of brought me. I learned a lot more about the game in terms of that standpoint, and then obviously just kind of the mental side of the game, really working on that this fall instead of obviously physically being out there and working on my swing, which I couldn't. So, but everything's feeling good, body's feeling great, and just ready for the season to start back up.
You haven't faced as much live pitching as probably a lot of other guys. Does your approach change at the plate at all, not having as many reps going into the season?
Yeah, it's obviously, not getting the reps in the fall. At first it was a little challenge, but I think now, it's week 2. I'm feeling really good at the plate, really comfortable. The approach is just kind of how I've had it all my life, so I've stuck with that same approach, and I've been swinging it pretty well this last couple of weeks, and I just hope to continue that to start the season.
Talk about the depth in the outfield right now. Obviously, you and Sam and Ted returning, but really impressive freshman class.
Yeah, we got one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best outfields in the country. We got a lot of depth. You got obviously a young freshman out there who's a stud, and some transfers as well that could be a big impact for us. And I think we're gonna have whoever's out there is gonna do their job, and it's gonna be a fun being out there with all those guys around. And yeah, we're really close. Obviously we're pretty young. We got 2 sophomores and we got actually 4 sophomores and a freshman and a senior. So, we're a young group out there, but I think we all bond well and mesh well. So it's going to be fun being out there with those guys.
We haven't really heard anyone talk about this. Just want to see if you have a take on it. Switching last year to this year from DeMarini to Rawlings bats, does that make any difference for you? Do you like, dislike anything?
It hasn't really affected me at all. I think the bats are pretty much the same. It's not the arrow, it's the Indian, as they say. So, we're not really worried about all that. And I think, we just continue to swing it as a whole, and whatever bat we have, we're going to obviously perform with it. So.
Just talk about the impact Coach Mozio has had since he's come back.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. He's always working with guys and just getting the feel for the game. He's just one of the smartest guys you'll be around, and he's got a lot of knowledge and just a great human being on and off the field. So it's obviously wonderful to have him back here.
And with Coach Mo too in the past, I feel like we had seen offenses that he had run be a lot more mobile on the bases, trying to steal a lot more bases than maybe the last 2 years. As a speed guy in the outfield, do you expect to see a lot of guys on the move on the bases this year. You guys can steal a lot of bases.
Yeah, I think this year we should. I mean, with the speed we got out in the outfield and even in the infield, there's no reason we should be a team that could go, steal a lot of bags this year. And I think that's our goal as an offensive standpoint. I mean, I know Mo's wants us to obviously steal. So I think heading into the season, we'll steal a lot more bags this year than last year.
That's the same thing, but they watch this pitcher work.
Yeah, I mean, they bring a lot. We got a lot of depth from starting to reliever to closers. So it's going to be a really fun group to watch. I think we got whoever's out there, I think everyone's got trust in them, and no matter if it's a freshman or a senior, I think we got a lot of really good freshmen that are going to get some opportunities, and it's going to be fun to watch those guys perform out there, and just to see the rest of the group of pitchers we got, because down the line there's no guy that you want. There's a lot of really high up there pitchers, so yeah.